Hi guys. So today we'll be talking about Sync ADS and how to use it to improve your aim. Now, I know probably most of you have watched TikTok and some TikToks and they said you should go and turn this on just to improve your aim. Like when you turn it on, it's going to improve your aim automatically. Now, I'm here to tell you that there are some secret tips to using Sync ADS properly. Okay, you can't just turn it on and your aim is going to get better just like that. You need to, deal with some things. Now, if you are not a Sync ADS player, this is how your view is going to look like. Okay, this is how most of your players are going to look like in your view. Okay, this is how close they would look like in your view. Okay, this is without Sync ADS, and you can see in properly. Okay, you can see in properly. But note that without Sync ADS, my recoils are visible. Okay, they are visible, unlike the Sync ADS. When I turn on Sync ADS, what it does is that it makes my recoil less visible. It syncs my ADS FOV to scope zoom. I don't know if I'm making sense. Now, this is with Sync ADS. If you notice, this is how I am looking at my player, but when I click on my ADS, it's like nothing changed. Okay? But then my recoil is not so visible. Okay? My recoil is not so visible. Now, the secret tips to using Sync ADS is basically your sensitivity, and not just sensitivity, your ADS sensitivity. I am talking about the camera ADS sensitivity and the firing ADS sensitivity. If you're a gyro player, you would need to also focus on your gyro ADS sensitivity and your gyro firing sensitivity. Do you get? So now let's assume I want to start, using the Sync ADS option. I would need to alter my sensitivity in the sense that as a non-Sync ADS player, and then my sensitivity, my ADS sensitivity, this is my ADS sensitivity, right? My ADS sensitivity and my firing ADS sensitivity, and then if you're a gyro user, your gyroscope ADS sensitivity, and then my gyroscope firing ADS firing sensitivity. Let's assume they are all on 100. The value of each of them is 100. Let's assume. I'm not saying they are 100, but let's assume they are 100. And then I turn on my Sync ADS. This sensitivity will never work the same way again. This is what you guys don't know, and this is what most people don't tell you. They will not work the same way again. Now, you would have to increase them a little bit to your comfortability, in the sense that when they are, well, let's assume you're using 100 without Sync ADS, and then you turn on Sync ADS, maybe you can shift it to like 120, 130. I am just assuming, but you have to do it to your own satisfaction and comfortability. Your note that your gun will still have recoil. It's just the visibility will be very, very low. Like the appearance will not be there. Your recoil visibility will be very low. That is all. Your weapon will still have recoil. Now, if you can go about fixing these things I said, then you can now play properly with Sync ADS without stress. But the downside is that your enemies will look smaller compared to when you are not using Sync ADS. I don't know if I'm making sense. They will become smaller, and this is one of the major disadvantages for phone users and compared to the iPad users. You get, iPad users have a larger screen, so that's why um it's more considerable to iPad users. Do you get? But it is quite helpful when it comes to not showing your recoil. Okay. So if you found this video very helpful, make sure to like, comment the next tutorial you want to see, and then favorite, share to someone that wants to learn more about Sync ADS.